We haven't had an engine in our black Foxbody for a number of months now. Then pick up our 393 and get it back to the shop so we can get started. Let's get into it.
Do you believe in heaven above? Do you believe in love? Don't tell a lie, don't be false and untrue. It all comes back to you. Open fire on my burning heart.
And we've been building on a 393 stroker to replace the 387 that we had in it last year. This is legitimately like my burnout machine street car. So I love this car and I can't wait to get it back out on the street. So we got to head back over to the machine shop and get the 393 picked up. Got a couple things we still need to do to the car to get it street legal. So let's get loaded up, head back over, meet up with Dave Dalk over at Dalk Performance Racing Engines and pick up our 393 and get it back to the shop.
I kiss all around, I can't survive on my own. If a girl walks in and carves her name in my heart.
We got a couple motors going out today. No, mine's not the Chevy orange one. So I'm pretty sure this is my 393 here. We've got some stuff we gotta take with it to get it loaded up on the truck. So we managed to forget one of the tires. Like when I bring engines to and fro, put them in the back of the truck, we usually grab a tire and usually sits right in the middle of it. I could strap it down, so I got plenty here to choose from. Just grab this one right here. I don't want the shit flying out, falling down. Spent a lot of money on that thing. Got a whole stack of pistons here we're going to be taking back home. This is my McLeod flywheel that I had balanced to it.
Between the zip tie, the blue paint, and the fact that it fit a Ford without any adjustment, that proves it stands.
Well, I gotta have the shitty stand. Why can't I just get the new one?
So when you pay 20 grand for a motor, they give you plates and they give you all kind of shit. So
But when you pay 10 grand,
we're not quite on that level.
or you pay 10 grand, you get a certificate to Waffle House.
You gotta bring your own damn engine stand.
Noted. Got it. With my certificate to Waffle House. So the distributor you set in, you put a new gear on it?
It's got a bronze gear on it.
Okay.
And it's timed roughly.
You put a bronze gear on it for a roller?
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, due to time constraints, that's all they had in stock. We'll start with that. Number two, it's just preferable with a billet camber on bronze.
Okay.
That way, if something goes wrong, it'll chew your gear up and not kill your motor.
Huh. All right. So we got
I mean, since we had to change it anyway.
Yeah, because I mean, it was pretty
The other
worn.
one was screwed up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was bad.
But this is a good distributor. It's done pretty good for us over the past, I don't know how many years with the 408. So you just put the shorty one on for the break-in. I got to put a full-size one on. I mean, we should be able to just set this thing in and just hook some stuff up and not be too long with it.
Hook up.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited. Let's get this on the trailer or truck. So we got David Willis's 408 motor we got to pick up next. In the next video, we're going to be bringing that home. And Dave built this 427 shaft rocker system. This is one badass motor right here. He's asking about 18 grand for it. This is the best of the best, and this is the type of stuff that Dave's been building for many years, so you're not going to get this motor for 18 grand. All right, guys, so let's head back to the shop. I appreciate Dave. He literally crunched this motor down in literally 7 days. And I came over here to talk to him about something, and I seen it sitting on the stand, and I'm like, what'd you do with my block? And he's like, it's built. It's right there, and that's the last video you guys seen. So let's get back to the shop. We'll talk about more of what we got, parts we're putting on it, and for you guys that are new to the channel, and get started this weekend. Thanks, Dave, for what you've done. We'll see you soon. Can't wait to get this thing in the black car. Some cam thumping, muffler having driving down the street, having some damn fun, huh? And most of this motor is already like put together, but we're gonna get it off the truck. We're gonna go over some of the parts that we're gonna be putting on it. But my black car is my pure street car, runs on E85 pump gas, stick shift TKX Tremec. Like I said, that motor is put together all, you know, pretty much ready to go and drop into the car. And it's already been primed too. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. What the hell's that mean? We don't want to drop it, that's for sure. We ain't got time. There is a 427 over there that's already ready to go. I definitely was looking at that. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a pretty badass piece. Loop. We're gonna be running a stick shift TKX. This is the one that we've actually put like 1,000 to the crank with. It actually worked out pretty well for us. And on top of that, you've seen the flywheel, McLeod flywheel that we were running, and we got a twin disc quick time bell. We got a twin disc that we had rebuilt. So we're gonna go back to stick shift. And a couple of the other parts that we're gonna be using, we've had these box of parts. We got all the hosings and hardware and stuff that we need from the 387, including under here. And this is the intake that we were running last time, but we're running a little bit of a different setup this time. 80-pound injectors. The actual tune that's in the black car right now with the 387 should fire this motor up without much problem. We're going to take those 80s out though, and we're going to kind of go through our little check with, you know, we did that spray, carb spray, cleaner out, whatever. So we'll get a chance to test those before we drop it down here into the 393. We're going to be running the elbow, so you guys will be able to see this. We got one of these from Donnie B at Anderson Ford Motorsport. It's got the little brackets and stuff. This would be good for EFI. A little bit of a different type of intake setup that we had before. Be pretty neat. So what we'll probably end up doing is just going ahead and dropping the motor in. We've already got the motor mount still in the car. And, you know, we already have the front accessories, most of them just ready to bolt back on. I don't have a whole lot of hours in getting most of this set up. You know, like at the beginning of the video, we just got everything just sitting here waiting to be hooked back up. So it shouldn't take too long. We'll clean the engine bay out a little bit. I mean, we're not trying to win any car show awards here. You know, we don't do that here on the channel. That is what it is. As far as an exhaust is concerned, we're going to be running some long tube headers like we did with the 387. They're 1 3/4 inches. We got our own X pipe that we built, and we're going to start off. The car still has the Mac mufflers on it with the 3-inch tails. The first video we're going to do with the mufflers is going to be with the old school Macs again on 3-inch with a big cam. So it's going to sound a lot different. We'll do a little bit of comparison that we did in the last video with the smaller 387 camshaft. So see which one sounded better. But. So after looking at the engine for about 30 minutes, we decided to put the other intake next to it, and we noticed that it's every bit as taller than the actual box R. So we're going to have to address this by putting a lower profile elbow on, which I already spotted one at Summit Racing, which is like a Holly one that's got the vacuums in the back. But you know what? We may end up finding some room from our old oil pan. If you remember, our old oil pan wasn't right. And we did put the drop bushings in for the rack. So I guess we'll just deal with it. We'll worry about it when we get it in. Well, we're not changing shit now. We'll just have to adjust to it, I guess. It might be okay.
We'll figure it out when we
I
get
know.
it in.
I ain't putting a hole in it neither. It's already got a hole from the TPS. Maybe they might have one that's like a low profile, like a lower profile elbow. Anyways, if you guys got to stick around. We got a lot of work coming up with the black car. The bumper's not a big deal. We're just waiting on a brace bar. That doesn't take very long to put back together, and I'm pretty excited to get this car back on the road. As this is my street beater, and it's not pretty. It ain't perfect, but it's mine, and this is that's okay. And that's okay. Just like me, I'm getting old. It is what it is, right? So if you guys enjoy this sort of content, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, let me know what you guys think, what kind of power you think that motor is going to make. It's TrickFlow 227s, 393 stroker, 600 lift man cam from TrickFlow. So it's going to make some power. Check out that join button, become a member of the channel. Appreciate all my members of the channel. Got merch at neomustangs.com, but outside of that, appreciate you being here with us and following us here on the channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. We'll see you soon in the next one.